Hello, I'm Liz Beacon. Welcome to Points West. Good evening. Extra pumps have been used across the Somerset levels and moors to try to prevent homes and villages from flooding, with more rain to come before the morning. They've been going at full blast since late yesterday, but the water has continued to rise. Ross Pollard's been talking to anxious homeowners.
So I normally actually ride my horse every day here. This is a route I would go around the block, so it won't be happening for quite some time now.
Paula only moved into her home in Foregate near the River Parrett less than a year ago.
Very, very anxious. I've just come back from Northern Ireland, a flight back last night. I shouldn't really be over there for work, but due to an alert text message, a warning to say that our potential homes and our land around could be flooded, so very, very uptight and anxious. Everybody's just very worried, up to the village hall regularly, up to the EA regularly saying, why aren't you pumping and why aren't you doing this and why have you left it so late?
Around the corner, the pumps at Northmoor are pumping hard to keep her house safe. Looking on is the Rivers Authority, who carry out work funded by council tax.
I'm hopeful that a lot of the work that we at the Rivers Authority have funded, like the dredger, which is going up and down the river here at the moment, is going to help. Whether this amount of rainfall that's going to fall tonight, really, and tomorrow, is going to be so much that it overwhelms even this improved system again.
Watching the water come in, we've just taken the dogs out there and it's horrendous. It's like walking through a sea, and we've watched it come up over the last few weeks. And it's just, they should have had this in 2 weeks ago.
The temporary pumps?
Yeah.
Although the pumps are on, the water on the levels and moors is still rising.
They will be making a difference. There's the challenge of the water as it comes up the moor, and it's got to feed into the drains that then go towards the pump, so that takes a little while, but the pumps are definitely on. So we've now got 6 temporary pumps working at Northmoor, in addition to the pumps that are already based at the pumping station. We've deployed the pumps the fastest we ever have done, and we feel that we've been ahead of the curve.
For now, the fight continues, with the pumps battling nature. And with heavy rain forecast until the weekend, the Environment Agency says the risk of flooding continues. Ross Pollard, BBC Points West.
A man's been arrested in connection with an ongoing investigation into the burglary at the Bristol Museum. 600 pieces were stolen from a collection in September. Police say the 41-year-old was arrested on suspicion of handling stolen goods. A motorist has been condemned for watching television while driving at high speeds along the motorway near Swindon. This footage was captured by a passenger in another vehicle last week. Wiltshire police say that watching TV or videos while driving is incredibly dangerous, and they wouldn't hesitate to prosecute those who break the law. Now finally, 5 birds of prey from near Bristol have become film stars. They all play Mabel, a goshawk, in H is for Hawk. It's now been nominated for a BAFTA, and Cheryl Dennis has been to meet some of the birds and their trainers.
Showing off her Hollywood credentials, this is Lottie, the goshawk.
Watch carefully so you remember what you've seen.
And this is her first movie.
I need something different. I want a goshawk.
Goshawk's the wildest and maddest around us.
And she's certainly qualified. Piercing eyes, a confident, cool, and tremendous talons.
Goshawks are the most difficult bird of prey, or probably arguably birds you could do filming with, because in the wild they're so secretive.
Lottie is one of 5 goshawks kept by Lloyd and Rosebuck. They filmed with David Attenborough.
I'm going to call you Mabel.
But they've now reached the big screen.
Lottie did all the action flying. That's what she does, and that's what she's done since she was a chick. She's grown up with cameras and all the trappings of filming.
It's been very exciting and very different. The thing I noticed most of all was the amount of people. When we do natural history shoots, there's maybe 5, 6 people tops on the film.
About 100.
100 people. 100. It's fantastically different. Claire was an absolute natural with the birds. I mean, first of all, when she came, we let her fly the barn owl, Lily, and then we put her straight into the deep end.
Claire was so good, because remember, she's acting the part of Helen while trying to handle a bird that she's only started handling 2 weeks before.
Amazing. Well done, mate.
Just like in the film, keeping such magnificent birds is all about that special connection.
We were delighted.
Yeah.
We thought it was wonderful.
The goshawk may be secretive, but this latest project is anything but. Cheryl Dennis, BBC Points West.
It's good, doesn't it? Let's catch up with Ian now. He's got our late weather forecast.
Hello, very good evening to you. Met Office yellow warning for heavy rain for anywhere from the Mendip southwards across Somerset is set to expire shortly, midnight to be precise, but that won't mean that it's an entirely dry picture. There'll still be some outbreaks of showery rain just clearing through and punctuating one or two other areas into the rest of the night, but it will be turning generally drier as the night wears on. Temperatures about 5 or 6 Celsius. So tomorrow then, initially a dry or mostly dry start, but another Met Office yellow warning, this time for the west of Somerset and North Devon, comes into force at 9 a.m. That'll run through until early hours of Saturday. More rain becoming more extensive late morning and through to the early afternoon, marching northwards through the course of the day, turning more showery thereafter, and indeed more blustery as well, particularly later towards the southwest. Temperatures tomorrow, 10 to 11 Celsius. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ian, and that's the late picture from us here tonight. We're back with you in the morning from 6:30. Have a good night's sleep. Hopefully we'll catch up with you again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye for now.